Hello and welcome to my channel, Woven Wonders Tarot. This is a reading for Cancer. Cancerians, this is your April 2022 overall energy reading. We're going to take a look at your work and finances as well as your love and romance for the month of April 2022. Today I'm using a variety of tarot decks, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that information in the description box. As you can see, I've already meditated, shuffled, and pulled your cards. All of my cards are read in the upright position. So let's get started, Cancer. Okay, so Cancerians, I have a leg up because I pulled these cards. And what I see here for your work and finance, I feel like I need to read your message, your spirit message, which is the answers that you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. I feel like I need to read this first before I read the card so you can understand what's going on here in this work and finance. And by the way, this row is your work and finance and this row is your love and romance. Okay, so this card, full moon in Gemini, is saying, this card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listeners. Right now, you need to guard against discretion. The answers you need are coming soon. The issue you're facing could be a conversation away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, the card reminds you that the least you say, the better. It's good to talk, but make sure you aren't causing any issues with your words because your word is your wand. And I truly see that here when it comes to your work and finance. Other meanings of this card is don't be superficial. Someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? You need to laugh off the situation and just move on, okay? You need to laugh off the situation and just move on. Job applications are promising. Okay, so I started with that because let's talk about this this work and finance. So here you have the Five of Cups. You have the Emperor. So Cancerians, what I see is with this Emperor and the Five of Cups, I feel like you're having regrets with this Five of Cups about a job, your job, okay? I feel like you are in a leadership role and you have a lot of responsibilities with this Emperor card, okay? And I feel like it's too much and I feel like you regret taking this position. I feel like with the Emperor, you took a position that paid you a lot more money. You thought you can do it, but I feel like you're having regrets, okay? You do have the Tower and you have Judgment, okay? You have so many major arcana cards. I forgot to point that out. This is major arcana. This is major arcana. This Emperor is major arcana. I see other major arcana down the road. So it's exactly what that is, Cancer. There's some major changes and major issues going on. So with the Tower and the Judgment, I feel like there's a sudden change going on here. I feel like with the Judgment, you feel like, you are evaluating yourself, evaluating whether you want to stay at this job. And I feel like you, with this Tower, you're almost ready to walk off of the job, okay? That's one of the scenarios. I feel like you're ready to walk off of this job because it's just, again, you have major, major regrets. I feel like even with this Judgment and the Tower, you could have your management could have talked to you about a situation and maybe you got into a little trouble. Again, if this has not happened already, this is what I see happening in April. All right, so you have the Fool, another major arcana, the Fool, and the Five of Wands. So I feel like with this Fool and the Five of Wands, you did something that you shouldn't have done, okay? So the Fool says, or you could do something, be careful. With the Fool, it's like you don't care what anyone says, you're gonna do what you wanna do anyway. And it's related to conflict. So that's the reason why I read your message, your spirit message card first, because your words. This kind of tells me that you might say something or do something that could hurt you, your credibility, Cancer, okay? So that's why I read that, because it says, where is it at? I closed the book, but it says something like your word is your wand, okay? So be careful what you say. I feel like this is just I don't see toxic. I feel stress. I feel a lot of stress for a lot of you. Okay, so that's for those of you who took on this position. So take away the position and the regrets. That's just one situation. Others of you, I feel like still with this Judgment and the Tower card, you could be thinking about, walking off the job, or there could be a situation where management is evaluating like staff or something like that, and they're picking people who might, they might need to lay off. So if that's going on in your place of work, in your workplace, that's a warning right there. They could be looking to lay people off, and it's going to blindside you, okay? And others with this Fool and this Five of Wands, if it has nothing to do with that first situation, just kind of be careful. Be careful with, playing around at work and stuff like that. The Fool likes to have fun, and then the Wands is, kind of roughhousing and playing around. So I feel like, that's a warning, to be more focused on your job and, while you're at work, and avoid, foolish behavior at work, okay? So that is work and finance. So that's, to me, a major message for some of my Cancerians out there. So let's look at love and romance. Okay, you have the Three of Swords and Death and Rebirth. So this is what it is, Cancerian. So some of you during the month of April might find yourself ending a connection, breaking up, ending a romance, okay? Three of Swords and a death, heartbreak, and something that's over. It has ended, okay? This signals that you may not want it to end, death and rebirth, so you might want to try to get back together with your person, but, I don't know what else to say about this. That's screaming loud and clear a breakup. So if you are on the rocks, you might know where your relationship stands, currently. So that breaking point might come in April. Others of you have the Knight of Cups and the High Priestess. So this is exciting. So there's someone that you're interested in. This person, it might be someone who's a little bit mysterious to you. Maybe you feel like this person is a little bit too good for you, okay? So you might be going towards someone, trying to get to know a new person. And if you are already in connection with this person, with the High Priestess could mean, especially with the Knight of Cups, a highly sexual connection. So you may have just met someone, or you're going to be meeting someone, and you really click with this person. This is going to be a very hot and heated connection, okay? I feel. But I do feel like this could tie into this other situation because of the next two cards. The Three of Hearts, Three of Swords situation. Well, Three of Hearts, same thing. All right, so the Four of Pentacles, and what is this? The Eight of Cups. So I do feel like these two cards tie into, these first two cards, this Three of Swords and the Death and Rebirth. So whatever the situation is, for sure, I feel like you're going to be walking away from the situation. So maybe someone did something to you, Cancerian. Maybe you were the one who, walked away. And then there's this Four of Pentacles. So I feel like this is withholding your feelings. So whatever happened, you're not going to, share your feelings of emotion with this person anymore. You're done. You're ready to leave with this Eight of Cups. All right. How these two cards tie in, this could be that your person, kind of had an affair. So the High Priestess is also known as the unattainable woman, the other woman card. So that could be what happened. So maybe you'll find out, if you don't already know, during the month of April that, your person kind of was talking to someone else, trying to get to know someone else. So that's one major situation that I do see, that there's going to be a breakup. There's going to be an end. And I do feel like this is more of you leaving, but it could be vice versa. And I feel like it's tied to the situation, the Knight of Cups, having relations with someone else, or trying to get to know someone else. So this is going to be, for me, there's other tarot readers out there who can tell you other things, but for this particular reading, you know, April is going to be, you know, a challenging month for some of my Cancerians. So be careful. You know, you may be frustrated at work, but, you know, be careful not to, you know, be the fool and fight with people, okay? Try to keep your temper under control, because you don't want to find yourself getting judged and then suddenly being out of a job, okay? But you are definitely reevaluating whether you want to remain at that job. So, yeah, so I already read the message card, so I think I'm done here. Good luck with all of these different situations and scenarios if they relate to you. And thank you for stopping by and watching my video, and have a wonderful day.